In this demo, we'll be looking at how to utilize Power Platform robotic process automation to extract data from a PDF file. We'll be using Power Automate Desktop, or in other words, PAD, to achieve this goal. This can be achieved through Power Automate Cloudflow as well, but for an unattended automation, we would see how easy it is to use PAD to extract data from a PDF file. In the use case, we would be using a couple of PDF files with a simple table with multiple tables, multi-page PDF as well. In this scenario, a customer would receive various files from different parties like procurement, supply chain, research, HR, finance, warehouse, via email, and you want to automatically download that and save it in a location. And we create PAD to go grab that file and then extract the table data and send an automatic email. Now let's get into the Power Automate desktop screen here. And in the left-hand side, you would have various options to to start with your actions, trigger points. There's tons of it here, but in this case, what we will be doing here is looking at the PDF option out here, and there are various things that you could perform in terms of automation. The first one is to extract text from a PDF, table from a PDF, image from a PDF, and you can merge the PDF file and also extract the PDF file pages into a PDF content. For this demo, we'll be using the second option, which is extract the tables from the PDF. To begin with, all you have to do is drag and drop down this one into your action step, and then give the path to the PDF. It could be a shared location where all your PDFs are saved automatically that are coming in, or you could extract those PDF from your Outlook and save it in a location and then give that location in here. I already have created one here at the top, giving a location to my local system. You could either extract all the pages from the PDF, or you can give a range or a single page as well. If I click on single, it's only going to take a single page and just ask for a single number, page number. And if you give a range, it'll ask for a range from, page number 2 to 8 or 2 to 9 or 1 to 10, whatever it is, that's just based on the size of the file. I would prefer to use all, because if you're using it in an unattended way where you do not know how many pages are there in the PDF, how many tables are there, you just want the script to automate automatically what are the PDF that's stored. And we're talking about a large number of files, not just one or five files, right? So I choose all. And in advance, you could give the password if you get password protected file. Now, for this case, you probably have to save this in a different location, which are sensitive files only open for certain people. So that is probably one of the preferred method, and then give that location. And every PDF file will have a different password protection. So you would need to key in that as well here so that the system can read that password protected file. You could choose this option if you wanted to use the top line as the column names, and if you wanted to merge the tables, and then you click on save. Once that is done, you could save and then display that messages in the screen, and that's not really needed if you're going to use an unattended automation. I have added this just to showcase that data can be displayed here in the screen itself. And all it does is, on the click of the button, it goes and reads and extracts the table content from the PDF and displays it on the screen. And I'm storing that in the data table variable. And then you could use one other action in terms of send an email. If you wanted to do it via Outlook, that's possible. If you want to do it via shared mailbox, there's an option here. Or if you wanted to use the Exchange server, that's possible. You just need to click and drag and drop down here. And here you input the email IDs and then input the variable that was created here at the top where you grab those data, and that would send an email. You would be able to write the HTML script if you wanted the email body to be looking well formatted. And if it's one table, you could gather those details in one email. And if you wanted multiple emails for multiple table in the PDF, that's possible as well. Now, before I run the script, I want to change the name of the file here. I have two files. One is a very simple file with just one page and one table, which is this one, and that's about it. And there's a second file, which is having multiple pages and multiple PDF files. So we would see both the options and how the script would run and fetches those data. Okay. So this is going to read the first file, which is a simple table in a single page. Right. Once I hit run, it's going to go into that location, look for that file name, and extract the table data, put it in an email, and send it to the people that you want to receive that email. And it will also display here for us to have a quick look in case you want to do a manual check. But if you're working with multiple files, tens and tens of it, and you wanted this to be an unattended one, this step is not required. This is more from a demo purpose. So once I click on OK, it will move to the next step here, which is to send an email. So once that is done, an email would be triggered and it would be sent to the user. As you can see, the email just got fired and I got an alert out here. And if I click on that, you would see the contents of that PDF file that we gave as an input for the script. So that's one example of reading or extracting a PDF file table content and sending it as an email. The second example is to use the same script to run on against a, a file which has multiple pages and multiple tables. You could run, we could create rather multiple scripts based on the type of file that you would work on. I'm just changing this here dynamically so that we could save some time. And now I'm going to run the process again, and it would follow the same steps. Only in this case, it has to read the file. So I did not spell the file name correctly and it will throw the error, and this was done on purpose. So we go back here and make sure that I rename the file properly. So when you get one of these errors, is very common and it's very basic as well. If the file is not there, the system would throw an error. So for that, you could automatically write another script where find the location and then input all the files to be read by the script. That is for some other session, but in this case, I'm just going to correct the file name and I'm going to run it now. So now the system would search for the file name and it would start to extract the data and display. And then once that is done, it would also send an email to the user. And you can see the runtime of each of these processes out here. This is the first table in that multi-page PDF document. And once it displays, it will scan again and it will read through the next table. And once that is done, it'll keep on reading through those table and keep extracting and display those contents here. And of course, you could skip this process to display. You could just email it, right? You could delete the step and then directly go to send an email. Now, if you go to the email, we would have got multiple emails here for the various table data that is there in that PDF. Like I said, you could use the HTML format to have it looking pretty good as well. Plus, you don't need to have separate email for various table. But in some cases, or most cases, customer would be sending details on various items in terms of supply chain warehouse. It could be anything, for example, and they would have multiple tables and you would want to send those details to different people, and it's recommended that you create multiple email messages which goes to the relevant department. Or if you want to consolidate all of this data into just one email, that's totally possible as well. That's about the end of this demo. Thank you.